Hey, how's it going? Julio Lopez here. In this occasion, I'm gonna present of an incident, bad incident that happened at Valencia College. It's a bit data leak that happened. So we already identify, the causes, the impacts, and also we created a prevention program or SOP, by utilizing AWS tools like CloudTrail and CloudWatch that can prevent similar incidents in the future. Just some measurement that we can put in place to prevent this from happening again. Yeah, in this situation, a lot of crucial information, sensitive data, in this case, student health records, was exposed to the internet. Yeah, they got everything. And the problem remained that, they allow an intern to do the configuration of the cloud storage bucket. And that's therefore, the hidden poor encryption and all of that to prevent this from happening. The main goal here is to understand what went wrong and how to prevent it. And also how to utilize tools like CloudTrail and CloudWatch, so you can keep an eye of any suspicious activity that might happen again. Like I said before, again, it was an intern that was trying to do. It was a nice guy. And was trying to do some backup of the system and accidentally set the bucket to a public IP address without realizing the risk. And this usually happen, believe it or not, on institutions or universities where they have limited cybersecurity training. And that is why it's crucial to have monitoring tools. That should be watching for these changes. But in this case, the issue remain unnoticed. Something that happens, believe it or not. So, in this, going into more details, this is what happened. The attackers, they found exposed buckets using automatic scanning tools. And what they did, they downloaded health data to hundreds of students. I don't know, that's kind of stupid, but that's what they did, and they leaked it to a public forum. So this is why it's crucial to have some logging system that can trace the data. In this case, wasn't they couldn't detect this activity from the hackers because there wasn't anything to alert. There wasn't any tool like CrowdTrail, that notify the admin of what was going on. We found out probably, like when it was too late. It was like the leak was humongous. It wouldn't. If there was a trigger that notified the admin, the situation probably was gonna, even though some data was gonna be leaked, but there's some mechanism that wouldn't be put in place to block the IP address, right away and close the port, once those logs are triggered. But in this situation, there wasn't anything in place though. Okay, there's always collateral damage on these cases. And these are the potential impacts that happen. So we violated, there was a violation of the FAIRPAN and HIPAA laws, which is really bad though. These are, financial and reputational damage. Compliance with federal laws is mandatory. It's not like it's an option, and a single oversight can have serious legal consequences, like in this case, though. Also, it damages the college reputation too. Like, who's gonna trust us now? Especially the student. And this costly incident response in credit monitoring services, so it's really bad in all aspects. I mean, it's not only with the government, but it's also with the trust from the public that was really affected by this incident though. Okay, what did we do as a result though? We implemented CloudWatch and CloudTrail. And what are these tools? Amazing tool from AWS. So CloudTrail is like a security camera. It watches everything, logs all API calls and configuration changes, like any kind of activity that happen on the cloud. It watches for everything. You can configure however you want. CloudWatch, on the other hand, it goes along with it's like the alarm, the trigger. It's technically look at it like in a store where it has a camera. Something happened, somebody opened a door that is not supposed to open, like in this case ports on certain times. For example, you can set it up like that, and then that can close the ports immediately. And we combine those two tools. These ones enables rapid detection response right away, and it's gonna help us really great, really with everything, with compliances and accountability. When it goes down to these issues. So we learn our lessons. As therefore we implemented these 4 steps. On how to prevent this from happening again. We enable CloudTrail. On the whole organization though. We set CloudWatch also to set the alarms, like I said before, for public block exchanges. Also, we're gonna require IAM permissions and MFA for all users with no exception. So everybody's gonna have a policy or JSON policy attached to their permissions to the cloud. And also, something that we took for granted is that there wasn't a training staff or a training intern. It was by itself. There wasn't nobody there, mentoring this wonderful guy. That is not his fault, I think. He wasn't trained well. So, and this is how we're gonna prevent this from happening again. And having regular audits, and educating the employees though. And at the very least, we also created this post that is gonna be post throughout the university. Where all faculties and students is gonna be educated about what happened, how probably prevent this from happening again. Whenever you see any suspicious activity or somebody leaking data, please report it immediately to the safety department. So we can hopefully won't get into that step where it's gonna get leaked. With everything we implemented with CloudTrail, and CloudWatch. But if it is the case, this is an explanation of what happened for everybody to get educated about it. And we're gonna use this SOP also to train the staff to prevent this in the future, though.